Glenda says, yay. Says I've been live for 27 seconds. I don't know, clue. Yeah, Mel says, oh, damn, you did it. Mel says I did it. I don't know. Mel, do you see me? Now you see me? Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, but not on your phone. I mean on the screen. What? Wow, I made it. Hey, everybody. I made it. First stream ever. Stacy helped me. You guys don't know who Stacy are, but I do. I forget that I won't. I'm not home yet. I go home tomorrow. I'm still at this wonderful hospital where they have real food. Mel, I'm going home to the same thing. They didn't fix anything. Mel just said, bless your cotton socks. Hang up the phone. Okay, yeah. Now do you hear me? Oh no. Yes, they did not fix anything. Apparently, the occupational therapist was supposed to come today and get my home care. And apparently that didn't happen today. I was here. I didn't go anywhere. I just stay in my room here like I do at home. So who knows? Don't have a clue. So basically, I'm going home to the same thing I left. So maybe in the morning I'll get a miracle and OT will come and tell me that things might change, but I'm not holding my breath. See, if I hold my breath, I might die of lack of oxygen, and we don't want that. So now that I'm live, I have no idea what to say. Other than, you guys are great. You've gotten me through this far. I don't know. I thought things were going to get all fixed because that's what they promised me when I got here, but then it didn't work out that way. But I'm on some waiting lists. So I don't know how good the waiting lists are, but apparently I'm on some counseling ones for PTSD, which might help me leave my room, which would be nice because I told them my goal was to go back to my community garden because they want me back. Other than to just plant it, they want me to actually show up there. So I actually have a goal of going to the community garden on Sunday. Don't know if that'll happen, but I'm going to try because I'm still on the board of directors for our community garden since it was part of the OGs. It started it 16 years ago. So I'm going to try Sunday to get there. Hopefully somebody will help me get there because it's really only a block from my house. Literally out my back gate, around the corner, across the street, and I'm there. So we're going to try that. If that works, maybe I'll have some life because I love my community garden. Free vegetables. You just have to plant the seeds. I have got coffee. I actually am in the hospital and I ordered DoorDash because they don't give you good coffee here. But I want to know what's happening in the community. I have no idea. I heard that Jose died. I feel sorry for his family, but I'm not sure if that's true. I don't really know. I'm hoping it's not. And if it is, I'm sorry for his family. Because he's not very old. I think he's probably younger than me because I'm old as dirt. But no, I'm not home yet, Diane. I'll be home tomorrow. No, nobody seems to know how he died. Apparently, they're having an autopsy. That's the last I heard, is they're doing toxicology, possibly, and an autopsy. I think if they found him, if you die alone, I don't know, in Canada, if you die at home, you automatically get an autopsy, toxicology. You do not want to die at home here because, especially if you have anybody living in your house, it literally is a 20-page document that you have to go through with the coroner if somebody in your family dies at home. That's why I used to always say that if anyone died in my house, I'd throw them out the window, say they died on the sidewalk, because I am not doing the paperwork. We had a neighbor across the street from us when we were renting a house, and his mother died in the house. She was old. She was older than me, and I'm old as dirt. And she was like 80 something. And he literally had to fill out all this paperwork. The police were there. Everybody was there. And that lady died of old age. But if you die in a house where other people are, they treat it like a crime until it isn't, even if you're 80 something years old. Me, I have a rule. If I'm really sick or you think I'm having a heart attack, do not call 911. Do not. That's just my rule. Now, unfortunately, we didn't stick to that rule. That's how I ended up here, but that was my choice. I just had help from my friends. But I'm proud of myself. My biggest fear was going in an ambulance since the accident, and I made it. The guy joked with me the whole way there, and we got to the hospital before I even knew it, so it was fine. So that's one more big step that I've taken. So I'm kind of proud of myself because I was terrified of going in a vehicle. The only vehicle I've ever gotten into since the accident is Daniel's. He's got an SUV with 9 airbags, and I trust him. So the 7 times I left my house before this one, it was in Daniel's vehicle. And one time I went to a funeral after my accident, and I had to take a wheelchair accessible taxi. I literally screamed all the way there, went to the funeral, and I screamed all the way back in the taxi. I think the taxi driver is now deaf, and I probably owe him some hearing aids. But yeah, so I figured now that I've left my house for the 10th time, I got in the back of an ambulance, which is my biggest fear, even though I don't remember my accident or being in an ambulance at the time because I went into a coma. So I kind of missed that part. So at least I've succeeded in that. So my next goal is to get to the community garden on Sunday. Got to fill out some COVID papers because here they do contact tracing. So if anyone gets sick in the garden, they want to know who had access to the garden because like it's locked up. Like we have a code to get into the garden, but everybody's got to sign who's coming, how many people in your family, who they are. So if anyone gets sick, they can trace it. But guess what? When you become a patient at this hospital, I've been tested 4 times in 2 weeks for COVID. And they also gave me a complimentary booster shot. They figured the fact I had 2 vax, I needed a 3rd. So, hey, So now I can travel anywhere pretty well, except for I don't leave my house usually, or my room. This is my new room. But I was lucky. I actually got a single room in the hospital for these 2 weeks. The staff has been phenomenal. The nurses have been so kind. My doctor and I don't get along, but I have a great social worker, but obviously he didn't get anything done that I needed done before I go home, so we may be in the same mess. But I had a break. Trust me, sometimes a break, a rest is as good as anything else. And I've spent 2 weeks of not having to worry about anything or anybody, more like anybody. And I got to eat real food. And I got to have showers. So, hey, it was all good. It was like a vacation. Next vacation, I think I would choose a beach, possibly, maybe. Or I'm going to Texas. Hey, Wicked, I'm going to Texas. My next trip. Now that I'm all vaccinated to the hilt, I can go to Texas. Okay, it's going to be a little hard to go to Texas if I don't know how to leave my house or get to Toronto, where our airport is. So it's going to be a little tricky. Maybe Daniel can drive me to the airport. And then maybe we could ask the pilot if Daniel can fly the plane. You don't want Daniel flying the plane because he can't see very well. That'd be kind of like me flying the plane. You don't want that either. Unless I do it on autopilot. Oh, I know it's hot in the summer there, Wicked, but you know what? I love the summer. I hate the winter. I do not like being cold. I hate being cold because I don't know. But then for my 2-bedroom apartment right now, I have 4 air conditioners. Don't ask me why I have all 4 in, but apparently I do. So I'm probably walking into a fridge or a freezer when I get home. But that's okay. What can you do? Well, I have no idea what else to talk about. Mel, I'm only used to doing these things with you. You live close to Palm Springs. You would love it. Oh, Diane, I would love it there. Especially if Palm Springs has beaches. I am like so addicted to beaches. I love going to the beach. I used to, even though I live in Canada, we used to have a house in New Jersey by the boardwalk. That was my dream house. I spent 3 months of every year on that beach, right through till midnight every night. Even though I was a kid, they couldn't get me off the beach. I'm surprised they didn't just leave me there, but they didn't. I miss having that house, but what can you do now? But I won't go. My mom lives at the other end of the country, but they don't really have summer. They have kind of like, it's for people probably my age, old as dirt, that have like kind of, their warm weather is like our spring weather. They don't really get summer and they don't really get winter. It's kind of like strange weather. But me, their water is freezing cold because it's an ocean. Because my mom lives on an island and she's surrounded by the ocean, and that water is so friggin' cold. You get frostbite before you even can get a picture taken. My mom would say, "Go in the water, I'll take your picture." Meanwhile, we're getting frostbite. Hey, Tawanda, love you. This is my very first live stream. Took me a while to figure it out, but I had some help. I love you, Mel. You've been awesome, Mel. This gave me the guts between you and Wicked. We figured out how to do this StreamYard thingy. Still probably don't even know how to leave it because I had enough trouble trying to find out how to get into it. So just say this is my test project. You know, oh, Winky, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for everybody who came in here because this is my very first test live stream. I've never done one. I've only been probably on 3 panels in my whole life in my 3.5 years on YouTube. Usually I'm just a viewer because I'm really nobody. Technically, I'm nobody. But we wanted to check this out because Wicked and I are going to start doing some lives together with another friend. All of us are Geminis, so even though there'll be 3 of us, there'll actually be 6 of us because all 3 of us are Geminis, so we're the sign of the twins. So anything that goes wrong when the 3 of us are together, we'll blame the other 3 twins. You know, the Gemini twins that you don't see, they'll be at fault. Diane, I love you, Diane. You are awesome. I hope you know you are an awesome daughter. I am so proud of you. Totally proud of you. Well, I have no idea what else to talk about because I'm not usually the one talking. I'm better if I have somebody talking with me. But I don't know how to add anybody, and I don't know how to do any of this. But just to let you know that soon Wicked West and I, and she'll have to remind me the name of the other girl because I am so bad. I'm lucky I know my own name, which usually I don't because who talks to themselves using their own name? Usually if I talk to myself, actually I talk to my computer more than myself. Like I'm probably one of those people, you know, you're watching something and they're ticking you off and you're yelling at the screen going like, why did you say that? Why are you doing this? And meanwhile, you know, they can't hear you, but it just feels good that you give your opinion, even if the person you don't even, they don't hear you, but at least you know they can't hear you. So Delana, all right. That's a nice name. So the 3 Geminis will be coming to you soon. We're going to have a mix of everything. We're not going to be a true crime channel, drama channel. We're going to be in everything at once because we're Geminis. We can multitask. So we are going to have all sorts of things because it's the 3 Geminis. You never know what you get. It's like Cracker Jack. You never know what you get at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. I don't even know if they make Cracker Jacks anymore, but they used to have prizes at the bottom, and I used to be smart. I would pour out the Cracker Jacks, get the prize, put the Cracker Jack back in, hand it to my brother, switch it, get his prize, and give both of them to him because, to be honest, I don't like caramel corn. I love popcorn, but not caramel corn. I just wanted the prizes. So, if I can figure out how to leave this live stream, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have is that my, oh dear goodness. My favorite vegan friend. Hello, sweetheart. I love you. You know I love you. Thanks for dropping in and drive careful to work there, honey. And don't work too hard. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. You'll never know when I'll be back because you never know if I know how to get back in again. But thank you guys for coming. You guys were awesome on my first live stream. Yes, I am a Gemini and I'm crazy, but I'm allowed to be. So you guys have an awesome night. Be good to each other. Take care of each other because no matter what, I want sunshine in your life because you deserve it. And of course, this is Gone Girl. She's gone. Have a great night.